Barcelona have had a little bit of a turbulent season. We've had a lot of great moments. We've had frustrating moments, in moments where we were just unlucky, whether it was with injuries, whether it was with tactics. But despite all of that, there is a lot of positives to take from this season. One of them is the fact that Barcelona are on the verge of completing back-to-back league titles. For the first time since 2019, Barcelona could retain or are about to retain their league title. But we thought, after most of the negative things that we've seen this season, we thought the only positive coming out of this season would be the league title. But despite all of it, there is something that we could take, something huge that we could take out from this season, apart from the fact that we are retaining our league. And that would be the fact that Barcelona could potentially be completing 100 points. If you told any Barca fan about a month and a half ago that we would end the season with 100 points, most of us wouldn't believe it. But despite all of the things that we've seen this season and some of the criticism that has come towards my manager, which is justifiable, let's be real, with some of the tactics we've seen, we still could be completing a huge end to our season. And ladies and gentlemen, in this video, guys, we're gonna get into all of it, because Real Madrid are gonna be playing later on today, and if they don't win, then it's basically guaranteed. It is all but confirmed. Yes, we are champions, and yes, El Clasico is next week. And basically, they are the only team that is there to stop us. There are 4 games, I repeat, 4 games left, and there is 12 points left, which basically means that Barca have to win every game to basically complete the 100 points. And when you look at the teams that are left, the only team on paper that can really realistically have the best shot of stopping us from making this historic moment is Real Madrid. And we're gonna get into all of it, because guys, as you can see, there it is. Our next game is against Real Madrid, and a lot of stuff is gonna go down in this game. Do not get it twisted. Even if Real Madrid lose today, or they don't win today against Espanyol, they still have a lot to play for next week. Because if we confirm the league title today, if Real Madrid don't win, then that means that the trophy celebration is most likely going to be at the Camp Nou next week, after the Clasico. And if Real Madrid do win today and take this game to the Clasico next week, then we will basically beat them. If we do beat them, we will all but confirm and beat them to the league and stop them. And basically they can be the last team who have realistically a chance of stopping us, and they won't do it, and they will have to watch us win the league. So there is a lot that Real Madrid have to lose, not just from this Clasico, but from everything, because they've had a very turbulent season. Real Madrid, very turbulent. They've had issues all over the gaff, right? Internal issues on the pitch, off the pitch, all of these issues, and it could literally ram home how bad of a season they've had if they were to lose to us and basically hand us the league. But look at the other games after that. We have to go away to Deportivo Alaves, then a home game to Real Betis, and Valencia, away to Valencia. Guys, I'm not kidding when I say this. If you're going for history, if you're going for a big moment in your club's history, this right here, what you're seeing right now, this is the best result. This is the best fixture that you could ever ask for. Because let's be real here, right? Deportivo Alaves, where are they in the table? Are they even competing? Right? I think they're mid-table right now. I don't know. I'm not sure they're challenging relegation. If they are challenging for relegation, then it could be, a interesting one because they are going to be fighting for their lives. But even then, we can still go out there and win, right? Real Betis. Now, Real Betis last season, they actually drew both times against us in the league, right? But Real Betis are not invincible, okay? Let's be honest, right? If we do underestimate them, they might be able to commit a shell shock against Barca. But unless there is a crazy game, we should be able to win that game. That's basically our last home game of the season after the Clásico, right? And I think Barcelona, we're going to want to win to finish off the season at home in style. And the final game will be away to Valencia. I'm sorry. If you've seen our record against Valencia in the past few seasons, it has been beautiful. We have been battering them. Last season, we played them in the opening game of the season. It was a narrow victory, 2-1. But watch what we did to them in the Copa del Rey. How we absolutely smashed them, right? They are, trust me, I'm not worried about Valencia. I think on the final day against Valencia, we're going to absolutely batter them. And also, like I mentioned, Valencia have nothing to play for. They're not challenging for relegation. They're not challenging for Europe. So they have nothing to play for. So when you look at the games coming up, it looks good for Barca. The Real Madrid game is really the one which is the snag. Basically, the one thing standing in front of us that is stopping us from committing history. And we have to make sure that we wake up. Now, it's easier said than done. Let's be honest, right? Our last two games, Getafe versus Osasuna, yes, we've gotten the victories. Yes, we've won those games. But even we will all admit, performance, absolutely poor. We have been poor performance-wise in those two games. Yes, but we've been able to get the results. Real Madrid is going to be a different story, right? Because in the games against Osasuna and Getafe, we give too many chances. We can't afford to give Madrid those chances because they are better attackers, right? But I would say the good news coming out of that is the potential of the return of Rafinha. And I'm hoping that Rafinha will be back for the Clásico, because if he does return, then that will be an extra boost to the opportunity for us to complete this historic season. But this, for me, is a message to the Barca players. You guys have let us down a few times this season, especially in other competitions, specifically the Champions League. In the league, you guys have had up and downs, but you've been able to do the job. You were able to do the job and give us our league title back once again. But this could be something memorable for the season, right? For all the issues that we've had, for all the problems that we've seen this season, right? For all the frustrations that you guys have given us, you guys could give us something that we can look back and say, you know what? Maybe it wasn't a 10 out of 10, but bare minimum, it was an 8 out of 10 because we retained our league title and we had 100 points. I would even give our season a 9 out of 10. Honestly, if we were to get 100 points. If we get 100 points, it wouldn't be a 10 out of 10 because for me, a 10 out of 10 season would have been us winning the league, the Champions League, the league and the Champions League. Maybe not the treble, maybe we would say the treble. If we had won the league and Champions League this season, it would have been a 10 out of 10 season for me, right? But even without that, if we were to do 100 points and retain our league title, it would still be a 9 out of 10 season for me because you have won the league and you've won it in style despite the fact that you were not at your best this season. You were still able to dominate. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Because people like to talk about how, we've been doing well domestically. Okay, fine. We do well domestically. Let's show our dominance domestically. Let's get the job done. Let's finish off in style. But it all starts next week. That game against Real Madrid is going to be huge. Do not think because Real Madrid are having issues that this game is going to be a walk in the park. It's not. It is not. It is never a walk in the park in Clásicos. Okay? We've played Real Madrid. I remember in 2022, when we went to the Bernabeu, we had nothing to play for against Real Madrid. We were nowhere near the title race. We were basically finished, and we were in a banter era during that season. Guys like Yusuf Demir and all these guys in the team, Martin Braithwaite in the team, right? Real Madrid were going for a double. They were going for the Liga and Champions League that season, and they won both trophies. But they were going for that's the level they were in, and yet when they played us in the Clásico at the Bernabeu, we battered them 4-0 because there is no such thing as a finished Clásico or a pointless Clásico. Clásico is always that. And Real Madrid are party poopers. These guys are our rivals. They are going to make sure that they do everything in their power to ruin something for us this season, if for anything. Not just the fact that they could potentially see us win the league against them, but also the idea of having to stop us from getting 100 points. It will still be a little victory for a lot of these Madridistas who really despise us. Anything to screw up or basically ruin something good for us, they will get it done. So Barcelona, wake up. To all the players, wake up. A lot of you guys, I don't really believe in you, but I have to trust you guys. I have to trust you guys to be able to do the job. Get the job done. We have 4 games left. You've done so well. This season, ever since, we lost to Real Sociedad, we have been cooking, right? We haven't lost a game since. Let's finish the job. Get 3 points against Real Madrid, and we are home and dry. We got 3 more games after that, and I am very confident we're gonna get it done. But guys, you guys let me know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Barcelona can get the job done? Do you think that we can get it done? Do you think that Barcelona can basically finish the story, finish the job, and basically create history by getting 100 points despite all the things we've been through, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all of the beautiful stuff. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, Visca Barca. Take care, you guys.